I just wanted to share something tonight. I took Kelly to, well, we took Kelly to her annual physical today. And we were so excited about having Nicole Luongo on our show last week, and she shared about SDR. And I'm just so excited for her, and her energy and excitement level is just above this roof. And it's such a wonderful thing to see how a surgery could change somebody's life. And you can't help but be excited. You know, you go from walking one way to walking just as normal as ever. And Google it, SDR. It's for children and adults with cerebral palsy. So anyway, we had Nicole on our radio show last week, and she shared her information and testimony about SDR, how she found out about it, and just a lot of great information about SDR, Selective Dorsal Rhizotomy. And I've seen a lot of her videos, her before and after videos and so forth like that. So just an exciting thing to watch, you know, how it can really change somebody's life so powerfully. I'm going to say that. I'm just really lost from words, because on the show we did talk about, you know, you got to imagine why, or want to just ask why doctors don't share that information with you. And of course, some may know and some may not know. But you got to wonder, those that do not know, you got to ask yourself, why don't they share that information? Why they don't give parents, especially with young children, because it's for children and adults up to the age of 50. Why they don't share that information if they do know? Why they don't give you the opportunity to find out if this is fit for your child or not? Because it's not for every child or adult. But even if it's not, even if you had the opportunity to just go and see if it is, that there alone, at least you tried, right? So today we was at Kelly's doctor's appointment, and I was all excited about this, and I was sharing with her doctor. I said, you know, we had a young lady on our show last week, and she shared with us about SDR, and we spelled it out and so forth. And he's like, yeah, you know, they right in your spine. And we looked at him like, really? So you're one of those doctors that knew about this and didn't share with anybody? Are you kidding me? You know, so it was just amazing that Kelly been going to this doctor since 06. 06, she's been going to this doctor. And I'm just amazed that all of these years, he never once said anything about this surgery and how it could be a life-changing surgery if she was fit for it. You know, I was literally at an awe when he said everything about it, and I'm like, so you knew about this? So, you know, then he was like, he looked at us, and I guess he was like, uh-oh. You know, so I guess he saw our expressions and everything, and he said, so are you going to try it for Kelly? Are you going to find out for Kelly? You know, he started asking all these questions. I'm looking at him still like, I can't believe you ain't say nothing to us, though, you know. So I was kind of still just caught in myself, in my own little feelings. So Corey, you know, did answer for him. For me, I'm going to say, you know, but it is one of those things that I would like to just ask, you know, do a consultation. If it's for Kelly, it's for Kelly. If it's not, it's not. And I would really pray about that, because, I mean, she's 30. Even though it goes up to the age of 50, she's 30. And, you know, I mean, I don't know how it could change her life, how it couldn't change her life, if it would benefit her, not benefit her, if it's for her or not for her. But I am going to say this. I am going to call the doctor, and I am going to ask for a consultation. And if it is for Kelly, I would just like to know as much information about it as I possibly can. That's what I'm going to say. And then pray about it. and then pray about it. Because not everything is not for everybody. I'm gonna say that. But I'm just really at an awe, because I feel like even at a younger age for Kelly, if this was for her, I would love to have had the opportunity at a younger age to see if it would have made a difference in her life. You know, walking and so forth. Because that's what it does. It helps with, you know, them walking and so forth. So, we were talking about, again, why some doctors don't tell you, or some doctors don't know about it. But Dr. Parks is the doctor that did the surgery for Nicole. And I'm going to tell y'all, she's so excited. And you got to be excited with her and for her. The joy, the level of joy and excitement is just amazing. Amazing. I mean, can you imagine if you are a person that has cerebral palsy, or a parent like myself that has a child or daughter or a young adult that has cerebral palsy, and, you know, just knowing that this surgery just changed her life, you got to be happy for her. Wow. So anyway, one thing I do always say about doctors, ask questions. Now, that's something we did not know about. We do ask questions about other surgeries, and when we do find out about it, most of the surgeries that we do find out about is the same old surgeries that everybody get, or Botox. You know, and I didn't even find out about Botox until later, a couple years ago. And I'm thinking, Botox? That could change your life too? That could help with, are you kidding me? And I'm like, where have I been? Oh, shall I say, what kind of doctor have I? No, I ain't going to say that, because he's really been great with Kelly. But, you know, he kept some information back from us. I don't like that. But, yeah. So, we got to learn to ask questions, parents, people whomever is taking care of the individual that has cerebral palsy, or the individual themselves, because some of them are self-sufficient. Some of them can make choices on their own and decisions on their own, as Nicole. So we just really got to just find out now what else is out there that is beneficial to help our child grow, develop better. What is out there? Or is there anything else out there that can make a difference, that's not harmful or have too many side effects that can help out the individuals? You know, because with Kelly is 30 years old. She has cerebral palsy and other different abilities. Kelly was born, she was, okay. I always say I'm not going to get emotional when it comes. I'm such a big crybaby, but I really hide it. I hide it a lot because I've gone through this for 30 years now. And when it comes to talking about the situation, I get very emotional. And because I think that things could have been different. Things could have been different, but I am going to say this. I do thank God today that she is living. I do thank God today that he gave her life. I thank God for that, because I could have been one of those parents, literally, that the doctors could have came to and said, Miss Smith, because I was Smith at the time, I'm sorry your daughter didn't make it. Because this... The story behind Kelly is very painful, it's very upsetting, and it's just one of those situations where you will never get answers for. I will never have answers to why my baby is the way she is today. I would never have the answers to it. As a matter of fact, when I did find out that Kelly will have different abilities, she was 3 months old. I just knew something wasn't right. They did not tell me she had a stroke at birth. Kelly had a stroke on her right side. They did not tell me she had seizures at birth, after birth. They did not tell me that babies are born with a soft spot on the top of their head. And for Kelly, that soft spot was closed, which is what caused the brain damage and everything, which caused her to have developmental delays. And because when you don't have that soft spot, it does not help your brain grow well, normal. So Kelly was born. She had no oxygen. She was totally blue. And I thank God for my sister-in-law, Patricia Yarbrough, because after being sent home three, did you hear me? Three different times from the hospital. When you talk about somebody in pain, I was hurting. I was in excruciating pain. All I knew was I needed this baby to come out. And these doctors literally sent me home. I went to the doctor because I was ready to have a baby. I was in labor. And instead of them seeing how far I dilated and see how close the retractions was, they just did one thing. They didn't see how far I was dilated, which was the most important part. And so they sent me home 3 different times. And the last time, instead of going home, we went over my sister-in-law's house. And I was in so many, I would cry. I was literally boo-hoo crying. She was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I'm in pain. They keep sending me home for the doctor." So at the time, they sent me, she said, "Well, do you want to go to," no, she said, "Come on, let's go." So we went to hospital in D.C. at that particular time. And we got there, and they took me in labor and delivery, and, checked to see how far my contractions was, and how far I was dilated. "Ma'am, do you know you're going to have this baby anytime now?" And I'm thinking, I wish I could have had it a long time ago. But they kept sending me home. And she was like, "Who's?" I told her, what hospital I was at and everything. And it's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." So, anyway, they put me in. I'm in the hospital gown, right? So, well, you could stay here or you could go back because, blah, 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 it's regulations and stuff with what I was dealing with at the particular time. I'm just saying military. So, so if you're within so many miles of the military hospital, you got to go back. So my husband at the time decided to, go back because we would have had to pay for it. So we go back to this hospital. We go back to this hospital. Do you know that them doctors literally was ready to send me back home again? Now check it out. Okay, it's December, right? It's cold. I mean, it's cold. And they want to send me back home. I have a hospital gown on. Do you hear what I'm saying? I had a hospital gown on. So to this day, we want to really believe that as we were turning around, walking away, that not to go home, that a doctor came running through these double doors. "Is that Miss Smith? Is that Miss Smith? Yeah, bring her on in." So we go through this door and in this first room, labor delivery. As soon as I walk through there, bam, dry birth. Get me on the table, Kelly. Poop. Doctor sitting right there, holding Kelly in his arms. As a matter of fact, looking at her like, "Oh, yeah." You talk about red. He was red. As a matter of fact, he was redder than that heart back there. He was red. I mean, his eyes was like, "Oh my gosh." Yeah. So my sister-in-law, Patricia at the time, said, "What the heck are you," well, she didn't say that, of course, right? She was mad, right? She said, "What the heck are you standing there for? Do something." So he took Kelly, he went running out the door, and Trisha went running behind him, and he said, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, you can't go." And she said, I can't." And she went on with her. But to this day, and it did not hit me until last year, literally, I went to this event with some warrior moms, and just the most amazing event I ever could have been a part of. And I thank God for being able to be a part of that, because it helped me to release some things and talk about some things that I really never talk about. I don't really have an opportunity to really share my story, to really talk about my story. I just carried it for years. But when I do, I really get emotional. And, you know, because as time go by, I still talk about it. You know, I have 2 other daughters and a son. You know, I have an older daughter than Kelly and a younger daughter than Kelly and a son younger than Kelly. And, you know, just seeing them growing up, and you know, sometimes I just wonder, what would she be doing? I'll never know those things, because she would not have the opportunity to be able to do those things like they do, you know? But we do give her an opportunity to do a lot of things. So I remember Trisha saying to me, she said, Winnie, she said, they wanted to give up. 5 minutes they wanted to give up. I said, oh, no, you not. She going to live. She going to breathe. And she kept saying, come on, Kelly. So she named Kelly. Come on, Kelly. You could do this, baby. So anyway, long story short, she kept doing that. She said twice they tried. It was either 2 or 3 times. They looked and said, ma'am, I'm sorry. She's not. Yes, she is. That's what Trisha kept saying. So I really thank God for Trisha. And I shared that with her so many times. I thank God for her being back there. Because if she was not back there, again, I would just be one of those parents that the doctors come out to say, I'm sorry your child didn't make it. But but glory be to God. Glory be to God. I have this young girl here, young adult here. She's beautiful. She's energetic. She's loving. She's caring. She's full of life. Love to have fun. Just will melt your heart. Love music. Love to dance. You know, she picks me up. Literally, she lifts me up. And it's almost as if she know when I'm not feeling well, or when I might be in just a little down move, or, you know, to myself, all I hear is, Ma, you all right? All I can do is laugh at that time. Sometimes I'm thinking like, okay, what did she know that I didn't know, you know? But anyway, so I really thank God for Kelly today. I thank God for Trisha. And I thank God for allowing me to realize last year that I could have been one of those parents. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Could you... I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. But my life would not be what it is today. I would not be the person I am today. I would not be doing the things that I am doing today. I love what I do within Kelly's Choice. I love doing things for caregivers. I love seeing the joy within them, the smiles within them. When I do things, when I go to visit them, when I call on the phone. I mean, just amazing. And sometimes I have to really ask myself, okay, God, what are you really doing? Because a lot of things, I didn't have that support, you know. And so it means so much to me to just let people know you are not alone. There is somebody out there that can relate to what you're going through. Anyway, oh my gosh, I've been on this thing for 18 minutes. God, I get so excited about this kind of stuff. I need to stop. I need to really stop. But anyway, there's a book coming out. You know, Trisha been telling me to write this book for a very, very, very long time. And I've started so many times. Many years ago. Many years ago. And I start and I stop. And I'll start and I'll stop. So it's here. A few. As a matter of fact, I'm working with a lady, and when I first met her back in September last year, I met with her to share some information with her about my book that I have been writing for some year, not a couple of years. I have been talking with her. So by the time we got finished, I got finished sharing with her. She looked at me and she's like, Edwina, that's not a book. You have a series. So I laugh every time I'm thinking about that, because I have a journey. I have been through some stuff. And I thank God today for keeping me in the midst of everything that I have endured. Everything that I have gone through, I just thank God each and every time, because I do have a testimony. I have many testimonies, and I have no shame in sharing my stories whatsoever. There are a few people that may see this video that have heard my stories as you can hear. And but I'm here, and I'm here to share it, and I'm here to talk about it. So whether it's in reference to having a child with a different ability, whether it's about homelessness, whether it's about relationships, marriage, whether it's about abuse, I have some stories, okay? And but God kept me. He kept me, and I'm here today, and I have this nonprofit that I think I truly believe that God saw my heart in that so dearly. And he knew that was dear and close to me, so he gave me that vision. And I say a lot of times that I could have just as well be talking about domestic abuse, and I could be talking about homelessness. I'll get deep in those things. But he gave me something that was very dear and close to my heart. But I do talk about those other things. I do share information about that when that time is fit and right. I do share it. Trust me, I do. And it's a lot. I can share a lot of things about that. And so anyway, look, it's 21 minutes. I've been talking, but it's joy. It's joy within my heart. God uses me in some amazing ways, and I thank God for him. I thank God for God. I thank God for God, for loving me, for caring for me, for keeping me, for having favor in me, for covering me under the blood, you know, for putting his arms around me and sending the angels around me when some of my difficult times, you know, and just allowing me to be able to speak about some of those things that I have gone through. So, hey, listen, y'all, if anybody really know me, if anybody has really talked to me, y'all know I can talk, right? Y'all know I can talk. I love to talk when I do get the opportunity. So if you ever get a chance to talk with me, make sure that you got a lot of time, because I can go when I really want to. A lot of times I'll sit back very quiet and won't say nothing. But if you get me going, that's another story. All right. So anyway, love you all. Take care. Be blessed. Enjoy your night. Thank God for today. Thank God for, look, already for tomorrow, for another chance, another opportunity, more experience, growth, and favor. All right? Be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.